Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is the Press, our morning program coming to you from KAFTAN Television, Abuja. Press is a morning program where we have an in-depth analysis of our daily news, national dailies. And we have this is a section where we bring in our guest who is going to analyze the most interesting headline here. Then you have the opportunity to equally call in and then make your own inputs towards the development of our country. Happy independence. So our guest for today is no other person, a public affairs analysis in person of engineer Toba Owojaiye, public affairs. So sorry. No so sorry. Good morning, sir. Happy independence.
Good morning. Happy independence.
Same to you here.
Some people will almost fight you for greeting them happy independence.
Yes, I've experienced a lot like that, especially when coming. I wish a lot of Nigerians that, and they were like, do we really have anything to celebrate? but what's your take? Do we really have anything to celebrate today?
Yeah, we do, and but we must first of all acknowledge the pain that people are going through. First of all.
Exactly.
Yeah, things are very hard. Husband and wives are having discussions by 3 a.m. on how to just provide basic needs for the family.
Yeah.
I talked with a professor yesterday. He told me as at 2014 what he was earning in dollars in Nigeria. What was the value of what he was earning was $2,500 as at 2014. But right now the same pay, slightly upgraded in naira, but it is now worth $400.
Wow.
So he has been dropped from a monthly pay of $2,500 to a monthly pay of $400. So that's like reducing his spending capacity and his lifestyle divided by 6. So this is the pain that people are going through.
Yeah, exactly. That reminds me today our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu came out to give a speech, which is a yearly tradition. Anytime Nigeria is marking its anniversary, the president has come up with a speech. So as a Nigerian and a public affairs analysis, how do you see the speech?
Yes, like I said, most people say it's vague, but if you look through it, you can pick some pointers as to what he's driving at, the accomplishments of his 16 months. He has been in office for 16 months, and those are the points that he's driving to. He's not directly addressing the hunger because palliatives has not worked out. Agriculture, what he mentioned there was that they are John Deere tractors are now relocating to Nigeria. Okay. The tractors that John Deere brought are what is driving 4 states in agriculture now. They have 100 tractors in Niger State that are working. They have in Kebbi, they have in Jigawa, they have in some states, like up to 8 states that have the tractors working. So the president said, instead of just importing your tractors here, why not come and assemble here? So that is in the motion. That has not happened yet. I'm sure when it happens to become a big event that the president would most likely commission. So, but these are the issues. Then he's speaking about fighting insurgency. I said over 300 top Boko Haram leaders have been eliminated since he came on board. And as we are aware, the most popular Boko Haram commander, Tuji, is on the run, and so some of his deputies are trying to renegotiate with government, which I do not believe they should negotiate with anybody. We are past negotiation. Yeah. Anybody who wanted to negotiate, you had ample time to do that. Because you must fight insecurity before you can be able to help agriculture.
Yeah.
How are you going to give every farmer a gun? Are you going to fence every farm? It's not possible. So you have to eliminate the threats that are coming to their farms. And when you do that, you will see more people return to farming. I will not go and risk my life on a farm because I want to provide food for Nigerians. I will manage the food I have. So these are the problems we've had. The president says he has been able to clear the 30 trillion naira ways and means loan, or will I call it a guarantee stroke loan, that the past administration of ex-president Buhari took, and he has been able to clear the 30 trillion naira ways and means that was holding back our crude. I said on this station 6 months ago that the ex-president had mortgaged our crude as collateral for ways and means and loans. And the president, within 16 months, has been able to clear, in his own words, and that's why I'm holding him to his words, has cleared that 30 trillion debt.
Which is a milestone.
Yes, so which means we have more crude to be able to give to Dangote, to give to other people. This was necessary. I expect that we see a drop of fuel prices. Fuel coming back to about 800, and then let's see if we can push it because fuel is the greatest.
800 is still very high.
It's still very high. What I'm just saying is an immediate thing we need to see. We need to see fuel come to 800, come to 600. We need to see fuel heading down. How did we get here? Fuel kept getting higher, which is how we got here. Fuel is our basic commodity. We are overly dependent on fuel, which is our problem as a country. And if we have these refineries working, we are able to clear off our crude loans that we have that is holding our crude. We're able to reduce bunkering, and bunkering cannot just be reduced directly. One of the issues people don't get is that we are eating off the resources from the south, and we have refused to bring the resources of minerals from the northwest and north central to the table. People are mining. So it is this social injustice, this economic injustice that is fueling all of the bunkering in the south. You are telling me that I should not take out of what is under my house that is making my land inhabitable.
Yeah.
But you are saying to me that this thing under me is for the federal government, for the country.
And then the other one is
but what they have in their own state in Zamfara,
it's not national.
It's not for national. So it is this social injustice and economic injustice that will keep this bunkering going on. These are the issues the president must address before the next 90 days. We must see gold from Zamfara coming on the table. We must see gold and other minerals from other states coming on the table to add to the national cake, to add to what can be shared, like how we are sharing the proceeds of oil. This justice must take place. This is the independence we are talking about.
Well, going by the president's speech and then the reality on ground, you know, the major issue here is inflation. An average Nigerian today wants to see an economy where at least you can afford the basic necessities. As a matter of fact, Nigerians don't demand too much.
Yes.
What they want is just the basic necessities of life, which is food, clothing, and shelter. So, but going by the realities on ground, with all the promises, do you think the present administration is capable of addressing these issues, especially the issue of inflation? Because that is what we want right now. We want to go to the market, buy things we can eat, because a lot of Nigerians are hungry.
Yes, that's the layman's approach to it. It's like saying you want to buy something cheap. How does that thing become cheap? If the number of the goods are still fewer than the people who want to buy it, then the person selling the goods will have the upper hand at the end of the day. We use telecommunications as an example. I don't know how much you bought your MTN line.
Yeah.
I bought my MTN line for 32,000 in 2003. I was not one of the earliest to it, but I bought my line at that cost. But as more companies came into the game, the price kept on coming down. There was a competition between the lines. It got to where the lines became free. You got to where the lines.
You bought it 200 naira.
You even got recharge card along with it. What we are saying is that, to be honest, the quantity of food in Nigeria is below the supply. That is why when somebody brings in tomato, years ago tomato would spoil. Exactly. But now, before the tomato lands in the market,
it's finished.
People have bought it. With which money are they buying it? What we are saying is that the number of, because of this insecurity, the number of places that would have farmed and brought those products to the market so that we'll have an excess is not there. So even the people that have gotten a little, they now hoard it. Go to warehouses. Most of the food you are looking for are hoarded in warehouses and are released in tranches in little quantities so that they can still make their large profits. And their businesses, you can't go to those warehouses and bust them open and say, okay, because you are keeping food, let's bust your warehouse. You don't have any law to do that. You don't have any rights to do that. It is their product, they have bought it. So, but these are the issues. When the market becomes saturated with food, anybody who has his food in the warehouse will be forced to bring his food out of the warehouse. These are the realities. We can get this fixed. However, the presidency and the leaders must show that they are part of our suffering. Exactly. Which is where they have failed.
Exactly.
I will have scored Tinubu high, apart from that they have failed in showing empathy to us, not by giving us anything. He has debunked the fact that he got a yacht, but it is still circulating in social media. A yacht was still seen some months ago. You need to come and put an end to that talk. I didn't buy a yacht. And make it finalized. Because once that circulates in social media, people keep seeing you as having an Escalade car, having a private jet. Sell 3 private jets. Make it public.
Yeah,
make
flamboyant lifestyles.
Yes. So you cannot tell a family that we should fast, and you as the father, immediately you declare fasting, you now take chicken and wine to the parlor. With the children will hold your neck. And understandably, this is where he's failing.
Okay. There's this. Okay, let me pick this call. So we move on. Hello, good morning, happy Independence. Hello? Miss that caller. So there is this interesting headline. I want to know your take on that. Nigeria 64 tales of frustration, despair, okay, before then, let's take this call. Hello? Do you think at 64 Nigeria does that coming flashing our minds back to where we are coming from? You know, if we must reason here, a man of 64 probably might have worked, served the country. 64, you have retired. That is, I guess this is one of the reasons why a lot of Nigerians are finding it very difficult and unhappy when you tell them happy independence. Do you really think we are like what is written on this paper from Sun? Nigeria 64 tales of frustration, despair, distress. Do you think all about Nigeria is frustration, despair, and distress?
Yeah, not all, but you have to, like I said, you have to understand that as far as the leadership is showing that they are living in opulence, the people who are crying will continue crying, and they are your people. They voted you in, so they want immediate relief, and that's what they want. We can try to pick the call, and let's see if we can have one caller coming.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, happy independence.
Hello, good morning, happy independence to you too.
Wish you same. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Well, I'm Abdul and I'm calling you from Niger State.
Okay. Please remember you have just few seconds to contribute on our topic, and we are looking at Nigeria as 64. What do you have to say about that? Do you think everything about Nigeria is all about distress, frustration, and the rest? Do you think 64 years of Nigeria in existence is worth celebrating?
Well, to me, it's a mixed emotions. With everything tightening, we know that work over things are difficult. But with the nature of government bringing tax, today you hear toll gate coming up, tomorrow you hear another economic hardship being imposed on the individuals. You go to provision stores where you see people buying titles, buying some things that are just essential necessities. But now they are privileges. You see provision stores dry down, stores that you know that were doing well before. So will you now say that those places are really doing good? I believe it's the opposite. And this economic policies of the government need to be reversed. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for your contributions. Thanks.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Good morning. My name is Lawrence Logan. I'm calling from Plateau.
Wow,
Please speak
happy
louder.
independence. Please speak louder.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, sorry, you know you have few seconds to make your contributions.
Okay.
Okay.
Right of the truth, there is a lot of progress in this country
Okay.
because so much believe that transformation takes time to take place. And as Nigerians, we need to celebrate our leaders by what they are doing. And we definitely believe that one day everything will pass. Well, based on the plan that President Tinubu is trying, by God's grace, we should be able to pray for him that all what he's trying to do, let them come to pass. Because he has a good plan for this country. And we want to make other leaders support him. Most especially the governors. I think they are the ones that have the grassroots at heart or in hand that they should help them. But if they left for only President Tinubu, he cannot go to the local government and implement what he has at heart. It's the governors that are going to do that. But if they left only the president, he cannot do it by himself. So most of the leaders at the grassroots, that's where we're having problems. But when we started, the Nigerians will complain on only the president, the senators. We're not looking at the people at the grassroots there. The local government chairman, you want to build a mansion, you want to ride this type of car, that's the problem. So, but we're praying for this country that one day everything is going to be over. On the truth, there is a lot of progress in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you, sir.
So, engineer Toba, let's deliberate on what this last caller just said. He has made a very salient point that Nigerians are used to a situation where we focus more on the central, being the president. For instance, the president has triple the state's allocation, as we all know, and this was meant to cushion the effect of the subsidy removal. But it seems as if the governments are not taking advantage of that by making life easier, and that is exactly what this caller is saying, that the governors are not doing enough. And then by the time huge amount of allocation is given to the state governors, it's supposed to trickle down to the local government level, where the grassroots, where you can make life easier for the for your people. So let's talk on that.
Yes, I would say yes and no. Number one, the governors did not determine the economic policies. The governors did not determine that we will float the dollar. The governors did not determine that we will remove subsidy. These were not things the governors did. So that falls squarely on the president, and that is the greatest decider on our lives. The governor did not determine the price of fuel. This is what I'm trying to say. So those decisions rest solely with the president, and I'm grateful that he has not passed the ball of that to the governors. What we expect from the governors is more palliatives, because they are closer to the people and know what the people want. We expect more buses. For heaven's sake, we don't have government buses. If we had buses, more people will just simply drop their cars and go on those buses.
Exactly.
People just go to work and come back. Not like they want to really drive. They don't have most people do not have 3 places to go to when they drive out every day. They just go to work and go back. So mass transits is what we've seen pictures of our senators in trains in other countries. Everybody takes trains. Most people take buses and trams. There are many means of transportation. These are what we want our governors to look into. Put, in any state, put 100 buses in your state capital. Any state that you put 100 buses, it will reduce the load. Even if you can't make it free, make it 100 naira or 200. Let people go a long distance for 200 naira. It will ease off their life. What we are saying is that people are beginning to sell their things to feed. And very soon, when they have nothing to sell again, they would have to go to the house of somebody who has to beg. And if they do not have enough good conscience, they would have to go to someone's house to steal. So we don't want it to get there. I understand what people are saying. The bulk falls on the president's table. The governors should do it. The presidency sued the governors for local government autonomy in Supreme Court, and they won the case. This was very good by the president. For me, it's one of the best things President Tinubu has done in his administration.
Exactly.
A local government now are running deals. They are running packages. They are getting their money by themselves.
Direct.
Number one, a governor cannot just remove a local government chairman. Before a governor can just up and remove all of them, the governor can even choose not to have local government chairman. He will put his cronies as a caretaker for 3 years, and when he wins again, he puts them again. So with that, the governors, they were just conduit pipes for him to get the money back from them. But now the governor cannot impeach a local government chairman. The local government chairman's fund is coming directly to him. Over the weekend, one of my bosses is a senator. All the senators were in Kano to have a retreat on state policing and on local government autonomy and how it's going to work. I'm sure by next week you will see what they deliberated. I'm not at liberty to mention that yet because it may change, but this is where it is, and these are the issues that are on ground.
Let's pick the scar, please.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Happy Independence to you. Your name and where you're calling from?
Happy Independence to you, mother. My name is Muhammad from Abuja.
Okay.
Welcome, sir.
You see, we, as a country, Nigeria, we have a lot of things to celebrate. And Nigeria is going to be a great country.
Amen.
Amen.
The president is trying to be sincere. But we, the masses, we, the citizens, we are not. We are just putting the blame of government. This is why we come out because we want fame, we want people to know him, we want to do this, we want to do that. Like so worried that is leading the protest in it. He traveled out of Nigeria. Now some days to this protest, they arrive. After the protest again, they will travel back. Likewise, many. We need to go back to our drawing board individually. The churches, the mosques, what do you call it? Look at the pastors now. They use different casts. They don't even care about the church members. The same thing are far. They're not talking about the politicians. Are far, the imams, the pastors, are the politicians too? Let's face the reality. Until we go back to drawing board, work on ourselves. I myself now, I came from a village. Since I made it, have I gone back to that village to go and raise other people to be like me? Selfishness is the problem of this country. The emirs of the town that became an emir, he has worked so well, he's a millionaire now. How many people, how many children of the town that is being the emir there? I think people, let me raise you. I don't want you to be a beggar. Are you getting all this you are saying?
Yeah, exactly.
It is a lot of problem that is complex. Or
until we all go back, we stop putting pressure on the federal government.
Thank you very much.
Nigeria, and God bless us.
All right,
God
thank
bless you,
you.
sir. Thank
We
you, sir.
appreciate your contribution.
Wow.
Okay, so while waiting for other callers, okay, let me pick another call. Today I want to allow Nigerians to talk.
Yes, allow Nigerians talk, please.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Your name and where you are calling from, please.
Please step away from your radio.
Daniel Denmane.
Okay. Sorry, please, can you move a little bit away from your radio set? It's noisy.
Okay. My name is Denmane Daniel.
Okay.
I'm calling from Jos.
Happy Independence.
Same to you. I just want to contribute.
Go ahead.
The problem we have good policies, but poor implementation.
Okay.
And we're talking about the corruption. The corruption is deep inside an individual, even from our homes. And for us to look into this country, we have to be taking that this country belongs to everybody. And we must have to contribute our quota in any circumstances. First of all, the issue of lack of good policy. We have good policies, but implementation. Look at, first of all, the issue of this minimum wage. They talk about the minimum wage since some months ago, but no anything that is done, even though they are saying that they will try it from the federal, they will finish it from the federal, go back to the state, various states, they will start on it. After sitting on it, the policies, everybody will say he may not pay it, or they will delay it. At the end of it, they will not pay the arrears. Second, the last one, which I want to contribute here about the issue of the corruption, we have to look at our salaries, those that are working under the government.
Okay.
The politicians, they have to look at, okay, take example of somebody that is now working for almost 35 years, retired, but at the end of it, he did not have anything to show, but he worked for this country. The pension is not forthcoming. The issue of giving them their own money when they retire, so that they should go and build homes and everything. So we should work on to all these things, so that at the end of it, if the civil servants are getting what they want, those that are their dependents, they can also have something to do too.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you.
The issue of thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Please, let me comment that. Someone has called.
No, let's stop there because we are almost rounding
so that we don't
off.
run out of time. The president has paid coppers 4 days ago 77,000.
77,000.
Yes, I have copper friends who have collected their money, so we don't keep just vilifying the presidency. And the president has said he's going to backdate it to July, but they have not paid the arrears of July and August. They've only paid September. The president has paid coppers 77,000, and all other offices will get the same new ratings based on what they've gotten, and the 2 months of July and August will be paid. So I think it's something to praise the president for. It's not easy to get immediate implementation. People don't understand that this is a governance and a system. You have to pass something from the presidency, it has to go to the head of service, it has to be processed, they have to look at the new wage bills. But all of this will have been better if we have a paperless administration. Okay,
so with this short time we have, can we just chart the way forward?
See,
Nigeria.
The president is, so far, he's on the right track. But it's painful. That's what I have to say. We are painfully headed in the right direction. Could he have reduced the pain? It's like somebody who has a wound on his hand and he puts a bandage and the nurse comes and yaks off the bandage. If he removes the bandage, it's what he should do. But will the person feel pain? Yes. Could he have done it in a way in which we will feel less pain? Yes, yes, yes. He could have done it in a way we will have felt less pain as a country. But now the bandage is almost yacked off. So we can't go back. Yeah, we should punch him later for doing that, but also still thank him because he has 2 years. He needs to make this is, I believe, what he's doing, make the hardest reforms farthest away from the election. You see, people don't understand that there's always still politics in everything.
Yeah.
If he does everything soft now and tries to change anything in 2026, he's going to get kicked out. So as a politician that I'm telling you what he's doing. He's doing all the hard things very early, hoping to get the gains that he wants to get by that time, so that by 2026, you hear that fuel is 200 naira and dollar is 600.
We hope so.
And I'm telling you how people work. And Nigerians will forget the pain of the past. And if you don't do it that way, I'll give an illustration. Look at Edo State. In my opinion, Obaseki is the best governor that's ever ruled the state. But he did well.
Is that your state?
No, but I went there for the whole 1 year of the elections. I just came back last week. Okay. He did well in terms of governance, but failed in politicking. And because he failed in politicking, the candidate that he supported has lost and is going to drag in court. So there are two realities here. There's economics, there's governance, and there's politics.
Exactly.
So the president is playing both economy, governance, and politics, which is what you are seeing playing out.
Okay, Nigerians, you know, we would have had time to, we hope, we wish we had more time to rub our minds on today's 64th Nigerian anniversary celebration. But you know, anything that has a beginning must have an end. My last word to you, okay, before then, can you give us your last word?
Yeah, my last word to Nigerians is to keep hope, to keep faith, to pray for the president. I know some people don't like us to say anything about prayer, but sometimes there are devils working in that villa. We are tired of hearing that story. We should support the government. We should do the best to increase our earnings. And we should keep pointing out where the government is being wrong every day. We should also point out where they are doing well every day. This is what it takes to be a good citizen of Nigeria. I've seen Nigerians excel in sports, entertainment, and other areas, which shows us that Nigerians are very brilliant, and if we put our acts together, we can become a very great country again.
Wow, that's a great word of encouragement. From my part, I'll tell you, we have no other country except Nigeria. Let's be prayerful, as our guest has advised. Let's be hopeful, and then in your own little corner, try to make sure that you are patriotic in your own way, so that we can help move our country forward. We cannot just leave a country just in the hands of our leaders. As followers too, we have a part to play. So keep on being hopeful till we meet again. Your name, please.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I remain Ekaette Ibuot, your presenter. Thank you and bye for now. Happy Independence.